Studio 8A. Coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News Today.
Kids from Africa perform on stage in mid-Missouri, and the numbers are in.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 17th, 2012 at 4:30. I'm Megan Murphy.
I'm Emily Allen.
I'm Eric Aldrich.
Thanks, Eric.
Today's your last day to file your tax return.
If you've waited until today, there's a few things you might want to know. KOMU 8's Lindsay Cooper is live in studio to tell us some tips. Lindsay? New information surfaces in the Secret Service sex scandal. We'll bring you the latest as government officials are accused of having a part in it. We're taking a live look over Columbia. It's 4:34 on your Tuesday morning. We'll be right back. Thanks, Justin. The investigation into the Secret Service scandal is widening. As many as 20 Secret Service members and 5 members of the military are being questioned about wild parties and prostitutes in Colombia as they prepare for a trip by President Obama. Some of the Secret Service and military members were part of elite units with intimate details of the president's trip. Now, there are questions about whether they might have endangered the man they were working to protect. Several members of the Secret Service have had their top secret security clearances revoked. Investigations are underway. The Buffett rule is defeated in the U.S. Senate. The measure sought to make tax rate for the wealthiest Americans at least 30%, but it failed to gain enough votes to continue debate. Senators voted 51 to 45 to keep the bill alive, but needed 60 votes to continue debating. The vote fell mainly along party lines, with 1 Republican and 1 Democrat defecting. President Obama denounced the vote. Republicans called the measure, though, a political ploy. One of the big lottery winners will be revealed tomorrow. The lucky winner in Illinois comes forward to claim a share of the record-setting Mega Million jackpot from 2 weeks ago. The person who purchased the winning ticket at the convenience store will be introduced as the country's newest mega millionaire. The winner was described as a single claimant whose shares come to more than $200 million. And the IRS is being a little more forgiving if you happen to file a little late. There's a 6-month extension to your tax forms if you make the request by midnight tonight. However, the extension doesn't postpone you paying the tax bill. Also, a late payment will mean an interest charge in addition to what you already owe. You can request an extension online at freefile.rs.gov. And tax returns you get could go to your teen's prom budget. A survey from Visa Incorporated found the average American family with teenagers will spend $1,070 for each child on prom. There was a 33.6% increase from the $807 spent last year. And speaking of income, Americans have been working harder and longer to earn it, but they're suing employers for overtime. A report in USA Today showed nationwide more workers are suing for violations of statewide wage and hour laws. There are 32% increase in lawsuits filed since 2008. Some of the common complaints from workers were being forced to work overtime without pay by being forced to work off the clock. A woman tells her story of how a new medical treatment saved her life. But what happens when a patient is not a candidate for surgery? Diana Gonzalez tells us how they now have a life-saving option. People with tattoos and piercings tend to drink more when out on a Saturday night. Researchers in France surveyed nearly 3,000 young adults who left the bars and clubs. Each participant answered questions about any tattoos and piercings they may have, and they also provided a breathalyzer test. They found those with tattoos and piercings drank more. Alcohol consumption can make people think they're smarter than they really are. Now scientific research suggests some of that's partly true. Men were better able to solve creative brain teasers after downing a few beers in a new study from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Study participants drank beer, also performed the cognitive testing faster than non-drinkers in the study. We're taking a live look over Columbia. This is coverage you can count on. We'll be right back. A Utah high school prom queen says she's never going to forget her big weekend, but the best part was something she never could have anticipated.